Hey, everybody. Happy day 14 of our 90-day run. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you've had an opportunity to learn to watch yesterday's lesson. It was beyond phenomenal and game changing for a number of us that listened to it. A lot of things really clicked and made sense about recruiting and who you spend your time with. Today's lesson is going to be a little shorter and like those, right? Yesterday was a little bit longer. I think Aaron went for an hour yesterday. I try to make these, I try to cut them down and make them short and sweet so that you can just get right to it. But, today Eric started off by just talking about the process and how we just need to understand what it looks like. And the more we get through some runs in this 90-day game plan, the more it'll just become second nature to know that ghosting is part of the process. Getting told no is part of the process. Having a team, not having a team yet is part of the process. And I'm going to say what Eric said, but he said, y'all just need to stop being wimps. That each one of us has a gift and that we're bigger than all of this. We're better than all of this. And, he said something that I thought was very, very easy for us to remember and a good go-to. And it's that you can tell the size of a man or a woman by the size of the problem that gets them down, right? So you can tell the size of the man or the woman by the size of the problem that gets them down. You can tell the size of a man or woman by the size of the disappointment that gets them down. And so disciplining your disappointment is one of the most important things that you need to learn how to do. And Jeff Roberti, if you were tuned in at Lauren's house after Level Up, Jeff Roberti was there. And he said one of the most pivotal things for him in his career was when he just learned how to shorten that process. So it doesn't mean that you're not going to get disappointed. Disappointment is a part, again, it's a part of all of this. It's a part of life. But instead of having that person who rolls their eyes or says no to you that was on your dream team, or that thinks that network marketing is a scam and gives you some grief for it, or that order that cancels, instead of being upset by that, by 7 days, Eric and Jeff both first shrunk it down to 7 hours, and then it became 7 minutes. And then it became like, this doesn't even bother me because I know the process and I know that I was supposed to hear that no in order to get to this yes over here. So the faster you can wrap your head around that and just, take ownership of that process of disciplining your disappointments, the faster I think that everybody, and myself included, will see a higher level of success. And so the other thing that he really talked about for the majority of today's lesson is blame. And blame is literally the worst attribute in the world for somebody who's trying to have success, because you cannot have success if your default is blame. Eric says once he took responsibility, he realized that no one could stop him. Once he leaned in and he started to do the plan, the do, and review, absolutely nobody could stop him. So no politics, no product, no corporate whatever, waiting for corporate to come out with an incentive, this, that, no upline. No matter what anybody around you is doing, if you can stop the blame and start taking ownership of everything, then your ability to reach success is far greater, far, far greater. So Eric told a story about how he grew up and he had 18 jobs by the time he was 23. Think about that, 18 jobs by the time he was 23. He said that he was a professional blamer. He had a 1.8 GPA, so he graduated high school in like the lower 10%. Eric Worre graduated high school in the lower 10%, and it was always somebody else's fault, right? It was the teacher's fault. It was the principal's fault. It was his parents for not being harder on him. It was the lessons. It was, nobody's ability to get him to focus. So he said that he was a professional blamer, and it was network marketing that taught him how to take responsibility for all of his actions in life. And so a lot of us feel like we're in a grind right now, right? We're trying to get duplication on our team. We're getting through the no's in order to find the yeses. And Eric said that this is the hardest phase of this whole thing. So this is the initiation. And your journey from making $0 to $100,000 a year is 100% all about grit. It's all about hard work. It's all about grit. It's all about taking ownership, not blaming anybody. So, if you can shut the blame down immediately and you can shut the gossip down immediately on your team, you're going to get a lot further and faster, but you got to shut it down with yourself first. So if you're a blamer, if you're a gossiper, you need to cut that shit out now. All right. Take ownership, find the solutions. There's so many people on this team that are ready to help you. There's so much structure that has been provided through this 90-day run. Tonight is we have our Tuesday call. Terry Luongo is going to be pouring into us. We have 3 power hours every single day. We have social media training on Thursdays, and we're going to start an opportunity call on Saturdays for you to invite people to hear about this fabulous opportunity. So look for that flyer. I should be posting it later today. The farmer is the fool that plants, right? The farmer that's the fool is the farmer that plants all of his seeds and then goes back a few days later and digs them all up to see if they grew at all, right? We've been going for 14 days. So we are just starting out, realize that a lot of us need to grow up entrepreneurial. We need to get over ourselves. We need to get over the team members that may not be doing anything. We need to get over the fact that we're getting no's and we're getting ghosted. And we need to realize that we're just beginning. So show up every single day. This thing is not going to take off without consistency. And I hope that this was a helpful lesson for you. I learned a lot in it. Have a great day and hope to see you on some of those power hours.